Hi, I'm Steve Scott with the Whitetail Institute of North America. One of the questions we get often, and rightfully so, is when somebody decides to do food plots, there's so many choices out there, and sometimes it may seem overwhelming. How do you decide what to plant? The best way to do that is to break it down into a few different categories. And the first category would be perennials. The second category would be annuals. The difference is this. Perennials can be planted one time. They last 3 to 5 years without having to replant them again. You'll need to do a little maintenance with that as far as mowing and fertilizing and things like that, but the one seeding can last for several years. Various perennials that you can choose would be clovers, alfalfas, chicories, and there's some other forbs and a few other perennial choices as well. What you choose to plant when you decide to plant a perennial is going to be dictated more by your soil type. If you've got good heavy soil that holds moisture, clovers are a great choice. If you've got maybe a hillside or hilltop that drains a little bit better, alfalfas may be a better choice. Chicories will do pretty well in both places. We like to say plant chicory with either clover or alfalfa to give it a little bit of a blend that seems to do a little better. Those products can last 3 to 5 years, and then we go into annuals. Annuals are something that you'll plant typically for a season. And when I say that, maybe fall and winter would be one annual, would be a cool season. Warm season would be spring and summer. There's a lot of choices in there as well. When you lay it out, how many acres you're going to put in each? Put about 60 to 75% of your food plot acres in perennials. Put 25 to 40% in annuals. Warm season annuals make up soybeans, cowpeas, etc. Those are both two very popular choices for deer. They need to be planted in the spring, and they can produce a lot of tonnage, a lot of high protein that can help the entire deer herd. One thing I will say, make sure if you decide to plant a warm season planting that you let the last chance of frost be gone. Plant later in the year as opposed to earlier. Make sure, because they don't stand the frost well at all. So take that tip for sure. The other thing that warm season annuals can do is they can produce a lot of tonnage, a lot of high protein, and what does that do? It helps bucks grow antlers, which are doing that in the spring and summer. It's going to help does with gestation when they're in the third trimester of pregnancy. It's going to help the fawns, going to help the does produce more milk, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The whole herd benefits. As far as cool seasons, that can be planted in the late summer or fall in all of the country. You got a lot of choices there as well. There's some clovers you can plant, but also wheat, rye, oats, and things like that. Also, brassicas are a popular fall and winter choice. A good idea when you're selecting, say, cool season annuals is going to be using a blend of more than one type seed. For example, Whitetail Institute offers a product called Pure Attraction. It's a blend of winter hardy oats and also brassica. The reason for that is the oats attract the deer during the early season, and the brassicas seem to be most preferred in the later season. So it kind of gives you that 1-2 punch. But try to use a blend of more than these that'll help you with adverse weather conditions. Also, things mature and become more attractive at different times of year. Whether you decide to do perennials or annuals, totally up to you, but try to do both if possible. But if not, at least do one or the other. Do something, because I can assure you the benefits of food plots are tremendous.